we like to call getting answers to immigration questions. I'm jumping ahead. Let's go to Ulrich in Tacoma Park, Maryland. Ulrich.
Yes, bro. Good evening, everybody.
How are you?
Good. I have a few questions for you, bro.
Yes.
Thank you for all what you are doing for the, for the squad community and,
My pleasure.
for the immigrant community in
My
this country.
pleasure.
Yeah. So my first question would be, what is the processing time for the travel document?
To file an adjustment on an adjustment, it's generally 3 to 4 months, but in COVID time, it's 6, 7, 8 months. People are sometimes taking. Would you need to travel? If you need to travel on some emergent basis, the only emergency that they would consider is like a very urgent business meeting, or a death in the family.
Okay. So is there any way to expedite it?
I was about to say, if you have an urgent business meeting, or God forbid, a death in the family.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
So my second question would be, because I have a friend in North Dakota, he applied for, he was granted asylum, and then he went to the Social Security to remove the restriction on his Social Security card.
Right.
But they told him over there that it's not possible, that he need a green card for that to happen.
Correct. They are correct.
So
when he gets his green card, he'll remove that. So right now it says valid with USCIS work authorization. When he gets his green card, that'll be removed.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. And also, one of the last questions would be to know about the presidential suspension for the people that are out of the country that have a pending immigration proceeding.
The proclamation is over December 31st. Trump hasn't said what he's going to do. But whatever he does, it's over January 20th when Biden comes in. I'm sure Biden will end it.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go to Ann in Stamford, Connecticut. Ann. Hi, Ann. Ann.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
So I have hello?
I'm listening.
I'm fine. I just have a quick question.
Yeah.
So I have an approved I-130.
Mm-hmm.
I paid all my DS fee and all of that to NVC, and now I'm here in the U.S. visiting. My question is, am I able to adjust status here?
You're in the United States right now. You're in legal status? Hello?
Yeah, I'm visiting here. I'm on a visiting visa.
Okay, when did you come to the United States? And when did you come to the United States?
Last month.
Okay. And who's sponsoring you?
My mother, she's a U.S. citizen.
And when did she put in the petition?
2015.
When in 2015?
February.
February. Okay, so your priority date is current. You have to wait. All right, so you got to wait 90 days from the time you enter the U.S., and then you would be eligible to adjust your status. Hold on, all right? And you can give us a call. All right, let's go to Mohammed in Woodridge, Virginia. Mohammed.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
How are you?
Good, what's going on?
Yeah, I have a quick question. I have a pending I-751, and I have an unexpired.
You have a pending what?
I-751.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I have my unexpired country passport.
Yep.
Unexpired extension letter.
Yep.
And the expired green card. Now, I would like to travel to my home country for a month.
Go.
Is there anything else that I need from immigration?
Nope, you got everything. Go with everything you just mentioned.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Let's go to Mariam in Atlanta, Georgia. Mariam.
Hi.
How are you?
Can you hear me?
I do.
I'm good.
What's going on?
Yes, my name is Miriam. I've actually had a consultation with you before. We've spoken on the phone. I'm a nurse in Georgia, and my hospital is currently sponsoring my green card. But there was an issue that came up with regarding like working as a nurse, extend like an internship, but basically they said it was illegal. So you told me to ask.
You were working on an externship while you were on a student visa. I remember you.
Yes.
And therefore you had violated your visa status, and as a result, you're not eligible to adjust because you had violated your visa status.
Yes, that's correct. So I went ahead to speak with the hospital to know if I could switch attorneys, but I wanted to know, like, is there a way I can have I can have that switch because they haven't responded back to me. So I wanted to know, is there a way I could still continue with the process, if that makes sense?
Yes, you can still continue with the process. You can hire any attorney.
Because I already have my I-130 approved.
I-140. So yes, you can
I-140, yes.
You can hire anybody you want, but hopefully they'll sign the papers that we need them to sign. That's all. But we're not representing them. We're representing you. So hold on one second, because the I-45 is, the I-140 is done. It's just the I-45. So hold on one second.
Yeah. Right? Okay.
Let's go to Liza in Marietta, Georgia. Liza.
Hey, Brad, me again.
How you doing?
I'm all right. Let's get into it. I'm going to try to make this as short as possible, but I need to explain the story because there is a bit of a backstory.
Okay.
So my husband has a friend who's we're basically in the same situation. He married a U.S. citizen.
Right.
In 2018, well, let me go back. Him and his girlfriend, they met in college, she got pregnant, they moved in. I found out in that culture, when you have kids together, you're practically married.
Right.
He didn't do any formal marriage.
Liza, let me ask you a question. Just ask me what your question is, and then I'll ask you for the backstory if I need it.
Okay. As he's filling out the DS-260, let me go back. When he filed for a visitor's visa in 2018. He got denied. But on there, he marked himself as married when they did not formally marry because of the culture thing. And so he marries U.S. citizen. On the DS-260, he's confused. He doesn't know whether he should mark married for I guess they asked a question, have you ever been married?
Where is he now?
He's in Nigeria.
Okay, and this is the man that you're married to now?
No. This is not me. This is a friend of my husband.
Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, and I'm being frank with you. It is very, very rare that somebody makes that mistake these days. People honestly, know what they're doing. For the most part, some people do make honest mistakes, but for the most part, people know what they're doing. And when they mark off that they're married, when they know they're single, because they just live with a woman, but they're married, that they know they're single, they're doing it for a reason. And the reason they're doing it is that you are more likely to get a visitor's visa if you're married than if you're single. Because if you're married, the reason is because if you're married, then it is more likely that you are not, when you come to America, you're going to go back to your wife. You're not going to leave your family. If you're single, you got nobody to go back to, so it's more likely that you would stay in America and work and live here illegally. So that's why people from Nigeria and many different countries, they go in and they say they're married when they're single. Or they say, oh, well, I live with this woman, I'm just going to say I'm married because I'm more likely to get the visa. But to the U.S. government, that's a misrepresentation. That's a lie, because you said something that was very material to determining whether or not to get you a visa or not. And that material meaning it entered into the decision of whether or not we should give a visa. In this particular case, he got denied the visa anyway, and he lied. So he totally screwed himself over because now he has a misrepresentation that bars him for life. If he now checks off that he was married when he knows he was single, because he knows this, guess what? It's now 2 misrepresentations. You know how hard it is to get a waiver from Nigeria with 1? Go try getting a waiver for 2.
Well, my understanding is nothing is submitted. So that's why I'm asking you, what should he do?
He should be honest and know that he's going to need a waiver.
He's going to need a waiver. Okay, because I was going to ask, was there a way, would he have an opportunity to explain
he could explain
mess?
It. That's what I was going to say. He could explain it any way he wants, but the people at the embassy are going to be like...
So he's going to need a waiver. Okay.
That's what the embassy is going to say, not you. That's what the embassy is going to say. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.